dad's song. Um, but anyway, um, first of all, I want to thank you all for the financial help that you gave us to go to Romania. We really appreciate it. We hadn't been there for 2 years, and it was time for us. We just needed to go back and check on things and make sure that everything was going great, and also for your financial support over the years. It's been faithful, it's been a blessing, and I'm sorry, I'm out of breath. I'm really thankful for all of that. 2 years ago, we knew that it was time for us to come back to America. Bianca was going to be starting college. I needed a lot of different things with my health. And in April, we still didn't have somebody to take over our work in Romania, and we already had our plane tickets. And so we just were dependent on that the Lord would bring somebody. And a young lady from our village that we've known her whole life. She was a successful businesswoman in Timișoara, making lots of money. The Lord called her to work with children and into full-time ministry, and she came to she came to visit Reuben and I and asked us if it was true that she heard that we were wanting to come back to America, and she has been the hugest blessing that God couldn't have given us somebody more perfect. She knew how to do all the finances, she knew how to do all the working with the officials, but she has such a heart for the children. It just blessed us so much. Our biggest concern when we left was we really wanted the work to continue. We wanted to see God to continue to move and work in our village and in our kids and with the widows and with everything that we are involved in. And we saw that when we went back this time. He fulfilled it tremendously. It's going well. It's probably going even better than when we were there. She's got a lot of energy. She's 31 years old. She's got a lot of new ideas. And so we were just so blessed that God was faithful to continue the work in Romania. So that was the biggest highlight of the trip for me, was to see everything running so well. We have 10 children now. These are our 2 new kids that we just received. The law has been passed that you can have 13 kids. So we have 10 right now, and Valentina is working on getting 3 more children so that we get to our capacity. And they've been, you can change it. They've been these 2 new ones. This is Valentina and the kids that are there now. And you can go to the next one. They've done some renovations to the orphanage that were needed. Someone gave our kids a whole bunch of kickboxing equipment, so in the wintertime they can go up the attic and they can get their energy out, and it's been really great for the kids. They've really enjoyed it. Okay. And we've got some new animals at the orphanage. We have ducks and chickens in the back. We have 2 dogs. We have a cat. So the kids are really, really, really enjoying that. Okay. This is the new patio that they built onto the back so that in the summertime in Romania they have outdoor kitchens and they eat outdoors because we don't have air conditioning. And so it's really nice. And somebody else from America that she knew came and built the new patio for us. Okay. Our farm is still going. We have cows and we have goats. We have a huge garden, and all the kids go and they help with the garden. They especially like to go in May to help because our cherry trees are full of cherries, and so they go and spend about an hour eating cherries right off of the tree. But we're blessed to have the farm and the things that we get from the farm. Okay, we still, this is just a view from the top of our hill looking into our village. It's a beautiful little village. Nothing has really changed. It's like going back in time. Okay. We still help the widows in our village with firewood, with food, with medicine, whatever kind of need that they have. This is one of them that we help. And that's just it's a real blessing to be able to do that. When Valentina takes the stuff to them, she always takes the kids and the ladies, and really, really enjoy just having fellowship, having someone come to them. This is the church. She still has the kids. They go to church every Sunday. They go to different conferences. This is the children's group. They were doing a play when we were there, so we got to see them do the play. But they're very involved in the church, and their hearts are so tender towards the Lord now. It just blesses you to watch them in church. So we're thankful for that. When COVID hit, we had to close down the medical clinic, and since then nobody has really, they're still kind of leery to come back, and then our doctor retired, and so we have closed the clinic, but we're doing renovations to it because we want to make it a missionary house to where people can come if they want to serve at the orphanage for a few weeks or a few months or whatever. We're making that available to them. And with the food bank, we've transitioned it from Lugos, which is where we started, to our village and the villages around, because there's just so much more need for food in the villages than there is in the cities. There's more available help in the cities than there is in the villages. And we're able to continue to help people that have needs. Families that don't have enough food or that need furniture, like what you said, or a gas stove or whatever. So that part I really enjoy being able to do. This is Ruben's family. He was able to get together. These are all his sisters and brothers. And it was good for him to be back in his own country to visit his family. We got to see a lot of our friends that we have had since we've been there for so long. But it was a really good trip. It was great to see how great things are going. And I just want to thank you guys for being a part of it and continuing to be a part of it as we are. We keep up with them on a very regular basis, and it's still in our hearts and always will be.